Hateful.
Welcome back to White-Haired Gardener. With the holidays coming up, I'm going to show you how to make pumpkin puree the easy way. Now this bad boy I grew in my garden, but if you don't have pumpkins, you can find them in the grocery store produce section. Usually they're labeled either sugar pumpkins or pie pumpkins. Now you can use some of the big pumpkins that they make jack-o'-lanterns with, but I wouldn't personally recommend it. They do have pumpkin flesh, but it's a lot less sweet and a lot more stringy. With that being said, let's get started. Okay, first thing you do, I'm going to say first thing you do is you're going to wash your pumpkin. Make sure that you don't have any nasties on it and make it all clean. Cleanliness is good. So I'll put this under the water, wash it, even add a little soap, scrub this baby, make sure it's all clean. Yeah, that ought to do it. These are fairly clean already, so won't take a whole lot of work. Now, second is you take a sharp knife. Now, Mr. White-Haired Gardener sharpened this for me, so I'm hoping that this goes through nicely. Let's see what's a good side. And you start at the top. Whoa, this has got a tough skin. Let's see. Maybe I can do that. Whoa. Easy, right? Anyway, you go down here, you cut this baby in half from top to bottom, from stem to the bottom. You'll find it much easier when you're trying to soften the pumpkin. So let's see if I can get this in here. I think it's because my hands are wet. I don't have a good grip on this. So we'll continue going down here. Cut this baby all the way through. Whoa. That must be why no bugs got into this baby, because I don't see any bug trying to work its way through this. So you cut all the way down to the bottom. Hopefully yours is much easier than mine to cut. And you screwed it down here. About that looks pretty good. Okay. Yeah, I think we're about there. Good to go. And you pull it apart. That simple. Now, with a sturdy spoon, you scrape out all the goop. You have seeds and you have all these little fibers in here. Scrape everything out, put it in a bowl. Once you've done that, you can set the seeds aside. You can roast the seeds, but what I would recommend is taking a good handful of really nice seeds, setting them out, dry them, and then you will have fresh seeds for your garden next year. So I'm going back in here. I'm going to scrape this out. I don't know if you want to see me scraping out the whole middle or whatever, but that's what's happening next. Okay, I've saved you the tedium of watching me scrape out every last bit of innards and goo. But as you can see, if Mr. White-Haired Gardener wants to show over here, this is basically what it looks like when you've got it all cleaned out. Get all of this stuff here, and remember what I said about saving some seeds, either reserving them for roasted pumpkin seeds or saving them for your garden. This is what my bowl of innards looks like. For a gardener, that doesn't look bad. Now, the next really hard task that you have to do with this is this. You have a cookie sheet with a piece of parchment paper on it. Now, this is intricate here. You take this and you turn it over, cut side down. Same thing with this one. Tough, right? That's it. That's all you do. Now, you put it in the oven. I have it set for 375 Fahrenheit. You put it in here. You set the cookie sheet in. See how nice and flat this looks with all the cut side down? That's why you want a straight cut. And you set this in. And you bake it for about an hour. I will come back and show you the next step once this has been baking for an hour at 375. This is cooled down sufficient. It's a little warm, but not enough to burn your hands. So look how nice and soft these are. The next step that I like to do, although it's not absolutely necessary, but it makes it very smooth, is I will scoop this out, put it in a food processor, whisk it for a couple minutes, and then put it in some freezer bags to store it. So here we go for the next step. Just take this lovely stuff out, nice and soft. And let's see. Oh yeah, see how easy it comes out? I don't know if you can see this, if Mr. White-haired Gardener is so close, but it just, oh, now what a mess. Anyway.
I can also see that too.
Well, you're not supposed to see that per se. But anyway, I'll have to do this in a few batches because my food processor is not very big. So this looks about good. You can see right about here. I will wash my hands off from all the pumpkin that I have on it. And here we go. Put this top on. And as I said, lock it down. Put this on and lock that down. And plug this baby in. Now all I need to do is whisk it for about a minute, really. It doesn't take much at all because it's already very soft. I find a problem here. It doesn't like to, well, I was going to say it doesn't like to mix around, so I will stir it a little bit more and put it back on. And there you go. Doing about a minute. Good. Take this out. Normally, I'd put it in here, but Mr. White-haired Gardener gave me a really good idea, is that putting it in smaller quart bags, like individual use bags, put it in here, put these individual bags in the large one in the freezer. This way I can take it out as I need it rather than thawing out the whole thing, because you really shouldn't refreeze it after you've taken it out. So that's what I'm going to be doing now, is scooping this out, putting it in these bags, and rinse and repeat. I will do it over and over again until I've used all of the pumpkin. And that's it. Do that, seal it up. Ooh, write down what it is and the date that you froze it. It will help if you are one who freezes a lot of produce. You'll know exactly when it was put in and how long you have. Pumpkin usually lasts a good 6 months in the freezer, although I've known it to be good for almost a year. But that's my tips for today, and happy puree making. Oops, I forgot to say, give us some love, like, share, and subscribe, and y'all come back now. You hear? Oops, just realized that the mic wasn't on when I was doing this section. Just wanted to let you know that I came back after an hour when the oven was set at 375. Fork tested the pumpkin. They were super tender, so I turned off the oven, took the pumpkins out, and I let them cool.